Two beautiful souls.
Are we rolling right now? Oh shit. All right, welcome to Embarrassing, the most embarrassing podcast on the internet. I'm here with my beautiful friends Tori and Sophia. Welcome though. How do you guys feel right now?
I feel great.
How do you feel?
Honestly, like the nervousness set in like a little, but overall, like
It's pretty chill. We're gonna have a great time. How was your day? No, I'm just joking. So yesterday we went to a pool party hosted by Tori. I don't know. Was it hosted by you? Were you the host of it?
I mean, I was part of it, I guess.
So who hosted it though?
Hosts.
she was the promoter.
Yeah, I guess you could call me a promoter.
So who hosted it? Who hosted the event?
Valeria.
Okay. Who is she? I don't know who she is.
The one with like the cherry.
I know who she is, but I don't know who she is.
I just met her yesterday.
I also met her. You also met her yesterday?
No. I met her a while ago through mutual friends.
Okay.
Oh my God, Liv.
My girlfriend loved it though, because that's the first time she's ever like really gone on a night that was popping.
Yeah.
Yesterday, was it like in a special day yesterday for Lib?
It was their Cinco de Mayo day.
Oh,
and it was also,
okay.
I think Thursdays also happens to be their Latin night.
It was not Latin.
It was not Latin though.
It,
was it EDM?
I would say more EDM than Latin.
EDM here?
That's funny because my girl doesn't speak Spanish and she's like, there was so much Spanish music.
There's not enough.
There wasn't enough.
That's
you go crazy. Actually, me and Tori met in dance class, actually.
Yeah, we
met
did.
her in dance class.
Bachata class,
Bachata.
to be specific.
I love dancing
You
now
want to
because
know
of
what
that class.
happens?
What?
Okay, so they make you go in a circle.
They make the girls go in circles.
Yeah, and you have to rotate to a different guy.
Yeah.
And you were the second guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they made us rotate, and I look, and I'm just like, I don't want to dance with the people in this circle. Like they move their hands weird and like makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna stay with you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And then that's how we connected. We had a debate yesterday about astrology.
Oh.
You weren't a part of it. Were you? You weren't a part of it either.
She was.
I was.
You were?
Like at the end.
At the
we
end.
had our own like mini thing about it because we had overheard you guys talking about it, and then me and Tori started talking about it.
So I put a Instagram story from yesterday on my Instagram. I put like a story, I put a poll up, and 220 people said astrology is real, and 142 people said astrology is not real. Mm-hmm. I feel that the universe, like I didn't pick to be born on August 27th, 2000. That wasn't my choice.
But who does?
And because of that doesn't dictate my actions as an individual.
I will say as a disclaimer, I don't 100% believe in astrology, but I am an astrology like apologist.
Like okay.
I get it. I just can't get into it.
Okay.
Like I definitely think that there's like a certain, because like there's sometimes when like you see the descriptions, like it's a little too accurate sometimes. But I also know that just in general, they're also just talking about human behavior as a whole. So the chances are that they're saying something that, oh my God, that's so applicable to me exists. And I acknowledge that, but it's like kind of fun.
It's fun.
I'm an apologist.
It is fun.
It's fun, but it's not real.
No.
Someone told me that, like, oh, my astronomy class says like astrology is not real. I'm like, valid.
Yeah, because it's not. It's definitely not real.
Where did it even come from? Like, why is it so popular now, too?
Okay, well, Tori, you had something to say about that yesterday.
What?
That it became popular.
Oh, well, I just think, okay, first of all, let me just say that I think there's a lot of coincidences in life, and definitely there's energies. So it's like, you know, if someone believes something, that's how they're going to act.
Okay.
If you read something, then you're just more inclined to feel that sort of way. Like, I'm going to cry tomorrow. Like, okay, I guess I'll cry tomorrow. And then something bad happens. Like, damn, I cried. Can you believe that? But what were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying that, like, it's like one of those things where there's just so many aspects to it where, like, it can cover a lot of generalized human behavior that it's almost like, of course, someone's going to be like, whoa, they're talking about me. But it's because, same with, like horoscopes, I think kind of fall into, like, the same scope of it, where it's like, yeah, of course, it's going to be scarily accurate when, like, it's so vague that it can be applicable to just about anything. Like, she was saying, like, oh, no, like, something bad happened today. Oh, my horoscope told me that I was going to cry tomorrow. It's
I still had the app, though. Like, even though I
know
didn't
everything about
really
it.
buy into
You
it.
know everything about it?
Yeah, like, I could tell you I'm a double Pisces and a Libra rising.
So, like, would you be able to tell me what I am on the podcast? Or, like, nah, it doesn't work like that? Like, would you be able to analyze me and tell me, okay, this makes sense?
No, I'm not that good.
What are you?
I can
Huh?
do.
What are you?
Like my sign?
Yeah.
I'm a Virgo. I was born August 27th, 2000.
You see, you said that, and
See,
honestly,
like, I just
you
hear
give me Virgo.
summer.
No, he's a Virgo man.
Sure.
I can like, it's like a thing.
It's a
I've
thing.
always wanted to be born in the summer so I could have a pool party.
You can have a pool party in the summer regardless of your birthday.
You could do a half birthday thing.
We had a pool party yesterday,
We
so
did
I
have a
guess
pool party yesterday.
I fulfilled that.
That was pretty fun.
I just think during COVID, you know, since people are at home and bored, it's like a lot of people got more into that. Like, I never heard my 3 things. What's it called?
Really, you never.
My
did?
rising.
Oh, you're
My-
rising.
It's your
or-
sun,
I
your moon,
swear
and
I
rising.
never heard of that
And there's one for
before.
all
I
of the
never heard of that.
planets.
3 years ago.
There's like you have 9 technically.
9 what?
Like, it's like okay, so I'm not like fully.
You know, okay.
I'm not fully into it.
Okay.
But like from my understanding, it's like all like the planet signs and everything, and like where the planets are at the time of your birth.
Oh,
So it gets
okay.
like really specific. So like for example, like I only know the top 3 off the top of my head. I'm a double Pisces, so my Pisces is in the sun and the moon, and my Libra, it's a Libra rising. But like there's one like I could tell you my Neptune or something, my Mars.
My Neptune.
Like it all is like different aspects towards your behavior.
Okay.
Like Venus, I know is like the more feminine side, whereas Mars is the more masculine side because it coincides with Venus was the goddess of love, the Roman goddess of love, and Mars was the Roman god of war, and they had a thing, you know.
Okay.
So a lot of it like aligns to that. So a lot of astrology I feel is like very like spiritual and like mythical. Kind of, they have like a mythical kind of base just because there's so many things that like line up with it, and like over time I feel like we've kind of collected all these little things we like from different cultures, and I feel like that's where a lot of astrology now
I never
is
knew
like.
that.
That's a good in-depth analysis right there.
Yeah.
I'm good at that.
Just because, just because like Mercury's in retrograde doesn't mean I'm gonna like walk not straight anymore.
Yeah, I think that one's really dumb. Like when people are like, oh well, I acted this way because so and so. It's like, I think you acted that way because you're just like a bitch. Like I don't think, you know what I mean? Like I feel like people use it too much as an excuse, like all these Twitter hoes.
Right.
That's a bad phrase, but like.
Yeah, we're not trying to offend anyone who believes in rising and falling.
Yeah, that's falling isn't one. But,
Oh.
but yeah, like I just feel like it's, you know, it's like almost the same thing where people use like mental illness as like, oh, like they're acting like this because they're mentally ill. It's like, no, they're mentally ill and
more
they're
valid.
a dick. No. But like, it's like they're like, it's like an excuse.
Okay.
Like, oh, like I acted like a dick yesterday because Mercury is in retrograde. Like that makes no sense. Like it's no sense.
That whole thing is crazy to me. I don't get any of it. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
But like,
believe in
it's
the moon.
fun. You believe in the moon.
Yeah.
What do you mean you believe in the
I
moon?
believe in the moon giving energy.
Okay. I also
Like when
believe
there's a
in.
full moon,
Okay.
it's like you have to just charge yourself.
Okay.
I have a little bracelet that I put salt on it. Like crystals.
Yeah.
I don't have any, but like I would get into that.
Okay.
But then why not astrology? It's so similar.
I'm talking about energies.
Okay.
But that's what astrology is.
Is it?
Is it energies?
Yeah, it has to do with like energy and stuff because it's like where the planets are
But
at
I
the
just
time of your birth. So it's like the different energy and stuff.
But I
like
don't
cosmic
think I don't think
energy.
people associate it with energy. I think they associate it with like
the
personalities.
universe is incredibly big.
It is.
There's so much that goes on in the whole universe.
Okay.
There's things that go on in Jupiter. There's earthquakes in Jupiter all the time.
Rains, diamonds, and
We're
Saturn.
so far. We've never even been to Jupiter. So how is the energy from all the way over there going to affect me?
Sure. I just thought of something really random though. Like, how would you dictate like an alien's astrology then? You know?
That's what I'd be thinking too. I'm like, yo,
That's
do
really
aliens
stupid.
believe in this too?
I think they have other things to worry about. Well,
should ask
everything's
them.
a concept. The months are a concept based on the rotation. But that's like we invented that,
Mhm.
right? Like we didn't invent how long it takes for the earth to go around the sun. We did invent the months and the duration for each month.
I agree.
So, like, I like the idea of thinking that way. I had the apps. I would, every time I would meet a guy and he would tell me, I would put my sign and his sign and just read through it and see. Be like, okay, maybe I should be
We're not compatible.
A little bit more patient, or like he needs someone that's like a little, you know,
Spicy.
to pick his buttons a little bit more today. Like,
yeah, my girlfriend and I, our compatibility is really accurate to what our relationship is, but I don't think that's like a reflection of the astrology.
yeah,
I think it just so happened, but it was kind of creepy to read. Like, it was
For
like,
sure.
damn, we are like really, like, we really do butt heads a lot, but like so does everyone.
Yeah.
So
But I also made another poll on Instagram. I make a lot of polls on Instagram. What is your preferred way of contact? So social media, call, text, or FaceTime.
depends who's talking to me.
So let's go into depth about that. Say it's a guy you're talking to.
That I don't want to see again, or that I'm interested.
A guy
to
that
see
you say
again.
a guy that you're interested, and then a friend, not a close friend, like more like we're starting to get to know each other.
I don't know.
Really?
It honestly, it depends. Like, they have to be physically in front of me, and I have to have conversations. Like, are they interesting, or are they just gonna say good morning every single day when I don't want you to do that?
Is that bad that people do that? Good morning.
It just depends who.
Okay.
You know.
no, I had this girl back in high school. She would text me every morning, good morning, and I'd be like, I barely know you. Why are you telling me good morning? Like, it was like a sweet thing to do, but
Small
like,
things matter.
Yeah.
why?
Or like I met this girl like a few weeks ago,
Okay.
and she's constantly asking me what I'm doing, like every other day. And I feel inclined to like send her a paragraph about my day. And then she'll send a paragraph about her day. And then the next day she'll ask me again.
So then you just don't respond?
No, I actually should text her back.
You're gonna text her right now?
Well, I had a conversation about this too. I hate when people call me.
Really?
I fucking hate it. And the thing is okay, so my girlfriend and I, we're friends with this older woman. Not like older, but she's like 34. And I'll text her something. Yeah, but like,
It's my mom's
I'll
age.
text, yeah. Well, like, I'll text her something and I'll be like, hey, like, what are you doing today? Just anything. And then she'll call me back with a reply. And I'm like, yo, it's 8 a.m. Like, no one on the planet has heard my voice yet. And you want to call me? Like, and that's every time though. To be fair, a lot of times she's like at work or like she's driving, so it's just easier for her to call.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I hate when people call me.
Really?
It has to be with a purpose. I called her 3 times today.
Yeah.
Because I was like, are you coming with me or not? She did not answer, but
Damn.
she texted me.
It's so awkward because it's like,
Why?
because
I
I
don't
would have
know.
been like, yeah, 5 minutes and then hung up. Like, I can just tell you that. I can just send it on through a
Well, it
message.
took you 10 minutes to tell me that.
It did. I
So
was busy.
if you answered the first 3 times, would have waited.
That's fair.
So I have a question for
Okay.
you.
Okay.
What do you think about like double texting?
Double texting. Hey man, if you want her, apply pressure. That's what I tell people.
I'm a notorious double texter. I spam.
I don't look at it as pressure though.
No, I'm saying if you want something, just like go for it. Like apply
Yeah.
pressure, not like there's pressure. So like I think there's no harm in it. Like yo, if you want her, text her. She doesn't respond. If he doesn't respond to the second one, then you know not to text her again.
Yeah.
If that's what you're asking.
I would say for a guy, if I'm like, I don't know him that much, I would not spam him. It's like if I'm comfortable, like send you a little picture of what I'm cooking and then
Okay.
I'll send you something else. It's like, you know, I'm comfortable. Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
not? Why am I going to look at my phone and be like, oh, I sent 1 text. Like, let me send 1 more. Like, oh my God, like, did my 1 text make a difference? Like, if it's that deep, like, delete my number.
See, I don't think about it like that.
I don't really think about it like that either, especially like with
Really?
friends. With friends, like if you don't answer, I'll probably text you again. And then if it's
Uh.
something I need to tell you after, like, oh, something like we talked about like earlier in the day, I'll text you again. Like I don't give a and then you'll probably respond or you won't respond. And I'll be like, yo, why didn't you respond to my text? You'll be like, oh, I was busy. I'm like, okay.
See, I text like as I think. So, like, I'll like think something, send the text, and I'll be like, oh shit, like I have something else to tell you. Then I'll send the text because I personally hate like big blocks.
Me too. I'm not trying to read essays.
I don't want to read a fucking paragraph. So
Call
instead,
me.
what I do, you see, if you're gonna send a paragraph, then I'm like, got you. But like, I just can't. So like, there'll be like multiple messages. I'm sure Tori can show you like messages I've sent her where I'm like, I send her like 4 things in a row, and each one's only like a couple words.
Okay.
But I just don't like the appearance of new thought. I'll just like enter, make a new line. I'll just send it to you.
I use periods,
commas,
paragraphs, commas.
Really?
Yeah, I text like I speak.
Let me see. I'm going to go to our text. Yeah.
It's like an email.
Bet. You're 30 minutes away. On my way.
Okay, but that wasn't...
Eating, then coming.
That's different, though. That was more of a quick little update.
Hey. Okay. LOL.
Texting with a purpose, you know?
Okay. Text you with... I do.
No. That's what I like. I like texting with a purpose. Like, if
Okay.
I'm going to text, it has to be for a reason. Like, I can't just, like, sit here and, like, think of what to say. Like, you know? Just
Okay.
go do something else. Put your phone down.
Okay.
You have to, like, think of what to say to someone.
Okay.
I'd rather call.
Me too. I'd rather call.
Honestly,
if I need to tell
I don't
you
like the sound of my voice.
a lot of... You hear your voice when you call people?
But you speak every single day. And sometimes you speak a lot. So what do you mean?
Speak too much.
I like my thoughts. I just wish there was a different voice. Like, the actual quality of my voice pisses my ears off. Like, it's too nasally, but it's also very low, and it makes no sense.
But that's just how you speak.
And I could change it if I could. Like, I would change it.
Why? That makes who you.
Yeah, it makes you who you are.
It's annoying as
It's really not. It's not
annoying.
that. It's not that bad. Like, I'm not. When I first heard you, I'm like, oh, this girl's voice is annoying.
It's like a cartoon character. Like, if I close my eyes.
No, it's
Like a fun character.
maybe the laugh
I
is.
see you with, like, purple hair. Because you kind of
like a
have
Total
purple
Drama
hair.
Island thing.
Yeah, like a Total Drama
that's
Island
crazy.
character.
You're definitely a Total Drama Island character.
I'm fine with that.
You know that
That's
girl with the blue
fire.
hair?
Yeah, the goth bitch.
Yeah.
I love her. Goth queen.
What are some of your favorite shows, both of you?
Okay. My most favorite show is 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh my goodness.
I watched 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, after the 90 days, the other way, Single Life. There's more. I just forgot that.
What
Oh
is
my
Single Life?
gosh.
I've never heard of
Single
that.
Life
I've seen it
are
on,
the
like, the
people
picture.
that failed
To have relationships
in the process.
in the process.
So now they're single.
Okay.
Who gives a fuck about them? I mean, I guess you do, but
I care.
they didn't get with the guy or girl, and like.
I care about that show
Damn.
so much.
No neck Ed.
Yes.
Oh my god! I saw all the memes about him. So
My
funny.
dog. And then there's like one guy who's only with the... I mean, that happens a lot because they're trying to get green cards.
I like
No.
Russian girls.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
The one black
Not-
guy.
They're really in love.
No, they're not in love.
I know that.
No, listen. I think people are so judgmental, and it's like when you look at someone's life, anyone's life, you'll judge them.
Okay.
You know, I sit there and I'm like, bitch, why would you do that? You know? But if someone looked at my life, they would be like, bitch, why did you do that? You know? It's just entertainment. Knowing that they're real people and doing those things, it's like, it's fun to watch.
It's like a guilty pleasure, I feel like.
No, it's not guilty.
You're not. She's not. She doesn't feel any guilt.
No, that's fine. I just think for me, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I'm trying to be like educated on something. Like, let me read a book or watch
Wow.
it. Or you told me to watch the show, so I watched like 20 minutes of the show.
You were into it?
No, because I was eating, and I'm like, I can't watch this when I'm eating. Do you know what the show we're talking about?
No.
Sex, Love, and Goop.
What?
It's a show about like they You want to explain
Gwyneth
it?
Paltrow.
Yes.
Oh my
She
god,
has
the
a
vagina.
company. Yes.
Okay.
She has a company called Goop. And basically, there's a show where she helps individuals who are romantically involved with someone have a better sex life. Because either they're boring or they have trauma or insecurities. It's like, it's a very vulnerable show.
Yeah, and they were teaching me 5 different methods on some things.
The sexual blueprint.
Yeah, there was like 5
That's
different
cute.
key
Oh, I have
terms.
this on my notes. I have like
You have it written down?
And I remember the first thing, like I'm eating a tuna melt sandwich.
Okay.
And I'm like laughing my ass off like the first like 5 minutes. I'm like, this is so funny. Like people get educated on this. I'm like, this is kind of sick at the same time. And the first thing I hear is the girl said, she's like, I've only felt penetration orgasms twice in my life. And I started laughing.
what's funny?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
It's definitely like
Only 20% of women can have penetration orgasms.
And I was like, I don't even know what that is.
Penetration.
penetration.
I was like,
I'm
I
not
was
gonna
like,
explain
you're
that
good, you're
to
good,
you,
you're good.
But
no, at first I'm like, what is that? So I had to like look it up.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
Because
That's why everyone should be a lesbian, but that's my hot take.
Talk about it later.
it's just the clit. There's so much to
Okay,
it.
I thought you were gonna go in your notes and talk about some
yeah, let's
stuff.
talk about the sexual blueprint.
And then another thing someone said, I wrote it down because I also thought it was funny. She's like, people sometimes come to me because they want to learn how to squirt.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
That's wild.
Isn't that with a G spot? You have to keep pushing
it's
the G
because
spot.
they're already so wet, and then it's like,
They're like bubbles up.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know.
In the show,
Yes.
there's a concept called the sexual blueprint.
Okay.
And this is basically everyone has it. You can have multiple, and it's truly what turns you on because every body is different. Every nervous system is different for every person. So there's energetic, which is you don't know what's going to happen next. There's sensual, which is senses. There's sexual, which is, there's kinky, and there's shapeshifter,
Okay.
which is anything goes for
Okay.
shapeshifter.
Okay.
What do you think you guys are?
shapeshifter.
I don't know.
Shapeshifter.
Yeah, I'm like DTF.
So can multiple people can have multiple things, or it's like
So you can have like a top 3, or you can
Okay.
have you can have all of them, but it's like one of them is gonna be higher.
Okay.
You know?
There's like a spectrum. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. You'd have to run them by me
Well,
again.
if you always need to have kinky sex, then it's a fetish. Because fetishes and kinks are different. A fetish is if you need it to get off. A kink, like you have to have that. But a kink is like, it's fun, but you don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I feel like if you always need kinky sex, then it's no longer kinky sex, it's a fetish, right?
That would make sense.
I mean, I think there's like different types of sex that you can have.
Yeah.
True.
Like at different moments, you're not
Okay.
gonna have the same experience twice. Like for me, it's you gotta switch it up,
Okay.
So I can go back and forth to each. It's
Okay.
like, what do I want today?
So you're a shapeshifter then?
No,
Oh, okay.
there's some things I don't want to try.
True.
Okay.
For me, I would say I'm sensual, which is your senses. So it's like a candle, or using food, or like I don't know, like if someone's feeding you before, like
Okay.
that type of foreplay. Like if someone's feeding me a strawberry, something,
Very interesting. I wouldn't know. I'm not gonna lie.
or blindfolded. That could be another
Blindfolded.
thing. I
Jeez.
personally don't like being blindfolded.
It's kind of scary.
I love it. That's so
I think that's
fun.
more energetic because it's like when you're blindfolded, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like you don't know if someone's gonna like caress your hair or like touch your arm. So it's like
Yeah.
it makes you more tingly.
Okay.
So it's what the sexual blueprint is. Not that you necessarily like need this. Like
Yeah.
you need to be kinky, but
You see,
it's
that's
just
what
like
I was wondering.
things you enjoy, things
Mhm.
that help you get into that mind state.
Okay.
Whether it's a candle or the lighting. Lighting could be everything sometimes.
That's crazy.
I agree. I'm like with this. No, like the more you were talking
You
about
gonna
it,
watch the
the
show
more
now?
I'm like, I've never watched it, but
It was crazy. We could watch it after.
yeah, sure.
It's a good show.
It sounds really interesting.
It was pretty interesting. I'm like, damn, they're going in depth too. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I used to be so vanilla.
Vanilla.
Vanilla-ish.
I'm vanilla. But like, before we move on, how important is like sex in a relationship? Because that's something I've never thought about until recently.
I have a theory.
Okay.
So when it's good, it's only 20% of the relationship.
When the relationship is good.
When the sex is good.
Okay.
Like you don't care about it that much. You're not thinking about it. But when
Okay.
it's bad, it can take up 80% because it has to do with your feelings and like your desire to be with them.
Really?
I can see that. Like, Yeah, like if like consistently the sex is bad, then yeah, you're always thinking like.
Or if you haven't had
about
it for a while, let's say it's been 6 months, and they don't want to fuck you, something else is going on. It's
Yeah.
deeper than that.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, I'm behind that. I wouldn't say that it's the most important thing, but like I definitely think it's up there. Like it's different if you're just not into sex. Like if you're like aro or like ace or anything, that's different. Like that's just
What
something
is that?
aromantic and like asexual.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like aromantic people like sex. They just don't like the romance. That's really simplified. But like some of them are like both. Yeah. Like if you're like something like if you're like one of those things, then I don't think sex is important at all. But like I'm not. So for me, it's definitely like pretty important.
Damn.
Like
is it like a make or break kind of thing?
It's not that.
No. Well,
I feel
honestly,
like it could be though.
I feel like it could be because in my experience, I'll just do TMI on myself. I had like hella hookups. Like my thing was like hooking up. Like once I was like active, I was like DTF all the time. And like honestly, like one of the reasons I've told her this to her face. One of the reasons I've got with my girlfriend is because like she gives bomb head. And like it just so happens that like we were like FWBs first. Like we still call each
All
other like
these
as a joke.
terminologies.
FWB for life.
FWB.
Like for like life for lifers. Anyways, but yeah, like that was like the thing that like got us together. And like over time, I'm like, oh, you're like a really cool person. Like I could like be like friends with you. It's not just about the sex. So I kind of took it in reverse. I had like the sex first, and then I'm like, oh, you're actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like when you
And you're kinda
get
cool.
so much of
Yeah.
it, it's like, okay, now what? Now that we're, you know, we're
Like, now it's
over
not that important
constantly
for me.
like desiring it.
Is it a constant? Is it like more of a connection? Like, is that a connection thing? Like sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it has to do with chemistry, but it could also be physical. Just
Okay.
depends.
I think it's definitely different for everybody. Like I don't
Yeah.
think my experience with it dictates everyone else's. It shouldn't.
You're unique.
Yeah, like for me, it's definitely important, but like not make or break. Definitely not.
Okay.
It's definitely learning each other and learning each other's bodies. So it's definitely important to communicate and understand what you like, what you don't like, how to please the other person, you know? Because everyone's different. So it does have to do with chemistry, but it's not like, I don't know, I would say you can learn. Like anyone
Yes.
can learn. It's not one way and, oh, you do it like this, then you're always going to do it like this.
Yeah.
I mean, there is science behind it. You have various nerves. You have the vagus nerve, which is, you know, connects you from here to here, your
Okay.
parts. And you have senses all over your body.
Yeah.
Like some people like their feet being touched or their back being rubbed or like their thighs being touched, you know. Some people like their nipples being grabbed. Some people don't feel shit when you grab their nipples.
Yeah,
True.
everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
very unique.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy? How important are first impressions?
So important.
Really?
Important.
Not that important.
No.
Very important.
Okay, so
I'm in the middle.
if I just don't vibe with you, I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, maybe I'll learn. Like I'm just like, oh, like connection killed. That seems really harsh, but I just like if I just really don't vibe with someone, I don't really want to be around them. I don't think it's like you're cut off completely for me. It's just one of those like, you know, I don't really want to waste my time in getting to know you or whatever if I already am like, nah. Like if I'm not feeling it, it's whatever.
Okay.
That sounds really mean, but
That's not mean. It's
Yeah.
honesty.
yeah. And like honestly, like if you're giving me bad vibes, like you did something. I'm not like a bitch. Like I'm not like, oh, they have like weird hair, just some shit. Like I'm not like some bitch like that. Like if you're like being like rude to someone in public, let's say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, well, I don't want to get to know them. Like if my first impression of you was being like a dick to the waiter or something, you know? Like no, I don't want to continue. I want to continue to know you. Like you suck.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. How about you? They don't matter.
I don't remember the first time I met anyone really close to me. I just don't remember. Like my first interaction, if I don't like them, okay, whatever. Oh, I met them, I don't like them. But that can always change as you start to develop relationships with people and understanding them. You know, it could be like, oh, you're a fucking bitch when I met you. But now I love you. Like, my best friend thought I was such a bitch when she met me.
Who was that?
She's from Miami, Bella.
I don't know Bella.
Well, you saw her yesterday.
I did?
Yeah.
Did I?
Well, it's regardless of the story. But she thought I was such a bitch because I'm a little bit more quiet, and she would say hi to me and I'd say hi, and then I'd walk away. Like, I wouldn't do this crazy interaction with her.
Because I know you also like hi and then you disappear.
I remember exactly my first interaction with you. That's hilarious.
You remember your first interaction?
I remember
with me?
pretty much the first time I meet anyone like
Right,
of
me too.
substance.
Okay, so what happened?
It was the Pete Davidson concert, and you pulled up,
Uh-huh.
and we
Davidson
were all like,
concert.
or like the like
His
UCF
comedy
homecoming.
show.
It was one where he went off on us.
Yeah, Pete Davidson, when we were freshmen, he did a comedy show.
Okay.
And he shows up and he's like, 80% of you people that go to UCF didn't even want to go here, right? All of you guys are going with daddy's money. That's how he started
Is that
off.
what he said? I thought it was
Yeah.
pretty funny because I also didn't want to go to UCF. They just gave me the most money. So like everyone had their phones out or something, and like there was no sign saying no phones. They may have said it to us like when we walked in, like don't record, which like I kind of already knew that because I was like already into him and like just comedy shows in general. So I'm like, yeah, don't record the comedian, like that's his money, you know? But like at the same time, it was a homecoming event full of like
Young
thousands
people,
of 18-year-olds.
of
Like
jits.
yeah, and like he went off. It was like uncomfortably long. Like at first a lot of people thought he was joking, and then everyone was like, oh,
He called us idiots or something like that.
he said so much, and he was like, I'm gonna walk off, but they already paid me, so I'm gonna stay. And like that's how we ended it. And then he just like continued his set like it didn't happen.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
I thought like when you said he called you guys out, like he called you two
no.
specifically.
Yeah. I got such a bad impression of him. That was actually
that was funny though.
a first impression. I was like, F this dude. But guess what? I don't give a f. Like, he is who he is. Maybe he had a bad day. Like, I still like him now.
I was
stuff.
already a fan of him, so
Yeah,
I thought
like,
it was
I was
really
a
funny.
fan too.
But then it wasn't. It went too long.
He did say a weird pedophile joke, though.
Damn.
Didn't he?
Yeah, he said something about a little kid put his finger in, or he put something about a finger in a mouth, and it, like, turned him on weirdly, or, like, something about getting erect. I don't know if it's on his
I don't remember.
Netflix show.
Probably not.
I really don't remember that.
Damn, Pete, it's
That's
like
funny.
that.
Yeah, he was a dick when he like came on this set, cause like you're like yelling at a ton of like new freshmen, like don't like record, like no one told us that. A lot of these people have never heard of you before.
The thing is, he wanted to use that content on his Netflix show that he was doing.
And he didn't.
And he couldn't use it because people were already recording it.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe he made new jokes, or
He did.
he said them again at another location.
That's crazy.
But it's dark humor.
Yeah, he never used those jokes, no, because it went viral. But yeah, that was the first time I met you though, and it was funny because you put a and I think and like he came in with 3 bitches, and everyone was like,
I don't know who he is. I'm not gonna lie.
Just because a guy comes with 3 girls doesn't mean
But we
anything.
Is he like ugly or something? Why'd you say it like
oh
that?
my god, no.
No.
No,
He has a
no.
beautiful girlfriend now.
Yeah.
Who's my another best friend. What was your first impression of me? You remember the day you met me, but do you remember
Yeah.
actually interacting?
Like anything specifically you
Yeah.
said? No, but I thought you were like
See?
nice.
Oh.
Like my impression of you was that you were like chill. Cause like I feel like I mentioned it to you at the pool yesterday, but I just realized when other people hear us talk, we sound so disinterested in what the other person is saying.
Everyone says
and we're really not.
I'm so sarcastic. Like when I'm like, that's amazing. I genuinely
That doesn't sound like it.
From my soul, I'm saying that is amazing. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's not fake. People just think I sound fake
I just
because
feel
of
like
how I speak.
When we talk, we sound like the Kardashians. Like we literally are just like, yeah, that's really cool. Like that, and that's just how we speak.
It's gonna go
but it's
viral
like,
now. I actually was looking into like what matters in personality, and it's your voice. Like your voice is a part of your personality.
Oh, okay.
And the more you project your voice, the more you're gonna seem more
Happy?
passionate in what you're saying, more strong with your opinions. And if I'm speaking like this, it's gonna make it seem like I don't really want to be here. But then if I'm projecting more, it's like, okay, like what are we like? What's good?
Yeah.
Like how are you guys?
Yeah.
I
And
think
then-
the louder I am, the faker I sound.
Really?
I'm like, that's amazing.
No,
That's-
I'm opposite.
I used to work at Chick-fil-A.
Me too.
And they would get pissed off at me because I'm like, have a lovely day. And all my coworkers would make fun of me.
Me. Like if you said my pleasure, I'd be like, no,
My
it's not.
pleasure.
You remind me of like a Euphoria character.
No. I'm just a person.
You are a person, but you could definitely be on a show. You're very
No,
unique.
definitely.
Everyone's unique.
Everyone is unique.
Disagree.
Really?
I don't think people are that special.
Let's talk about it. Do you think that I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, do you think that everyone's special or no one's special? Or are some people just more special than the rest?
You make yourself special. No one's special. We're all ants. Like from outer space. If I take a picture, like we're all ants. If you go on a plane, even cars are so tiny, you know?
Yeah.
You make yourself the person you are and you make yourself stand out.
I just don't like the ant example. Because even in like an ant where they're all like worker, like, you know, they're all workers and stuff.
Yeah.
They have like different levels. Like it's way better to be, say, the queen than it is to be like the ant that goes out and
There's
brings
only
back
one
the leaf.
queen.
Yeah, but she has all her like little warriors and stuff too.
But from a distance, all the ants look the same. You can't
they're
tell
definitely
shit.
bigger.
Obviously, within their own thing, you know, they have their dynamics. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
humans, we have our own dynamics, our
But
own
some people, like-
statuses.
But exactly, that's the thing with status, is some people have a higher status. And
That
it's
doesn't
just,
have to do with being special.
But
I think status
definitely-
makes you seem more special.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think anyone. Okay, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't think anyone's inherently special, but there's definitely people that like. I mean, fucking. But I don't know, like people like Michael Jackson or like Obama, stuff like that. Like they're like people who like when they were younger and like they were doing stuff, they're like, oh, he's special. Like that's something someone verbalized at some point. There had to be something about them.
That's
think so?
self-actualization. That's being the best you that you can be.
But sometimes the best do, no one cares.
But who cares if no one cares? You care. When you are at your highest self, you're glowing. You can tell. You're on your own shit. You know, it's your aura. Who cares if other people are paying attention or not? You're the one that makes yourself get up every single morning. So it doesn't matter if other people think you're special. It's like, am I gonna value myself to think that I'm special?
I think that's true, but it's still like a mindset. Like it's definitely a better mindset to wake up in. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like just because you think you're special doesn't mean other people do.
Yeah.
So like who cares?
I mean, when I'm in a club and the club is so crowded, you know, when you have to like hold hands and pass
Oh,
through,
God.
I'm like, I'm not special. Like I feel like a ant. Like this is horrible. Then in those moments,
I feel the opposite. I'm so tall and I'm so broad that I'm like, these bitches better move. I'm always in the front because of that. Like I knock over people. I don't care. It
I
makes my
just like
anxiety go to,
somewhere where I
10.
can dance and shake my ass.
And no one
True.
dances there either.
Yo, no one dances anywhere downtown for some odd reason.
If you go to the right club.
Go to the right spot, yeah.
I love dancing. I mean,
Where
at
do we
Robinson,
go?
they had like a whole
Oh
salsa
my
night.
I danced
God,
yesterday.
Sophia?
Okay.
Loves to dance.
I love dancing.
Really?
She was going from one end to the other end, to the pole, to the corner,
Yeah.
to the seat, just dancing her way through life.
Yeah, and it's like really a problem because I have really bad knees. Because true story, about a year ago, I was on stage at Southern.
On stage?
I was on stage.
What do you mean you're on stage?
Like they have like an elevated stage, and I was on the stage dancing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so like everyone saw me, and I was super drunk, cause of course, super drunk, and my like knee popped. Like this, like I felt it, and the funny thing, yeah, and like I was so drunk that I didn't care, and I like continued my night. I just stopped dancing like on the stage, but I was still like walking around, right? And then I went to like McDonald's afterwards and everything. I didn't notice until the next morning. I'm like, I can't move, and I had to get crutches, and I was on crutches for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Damn.
And that happened while I was dancing, shaking.
That's-
Like I was like going down though. I have the
You
video.
really
It was
popped
actually.
it.
It was.
You were
to-
there?
No.
Oh.
So
It
you
was
lock it
to
and pop
Body
it.
by Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh my gosh, you need some Megan knees. Tell Megan you want
I
these.
had them and then I ruined it. I still
What
go
are
out and
Megan
dance.
knees?
You don't know what Megan's
Megan
knees?
knees?
Come on.
It's when you can like shake your ass like real low and shit, and like your knees are strong enough to hold you up.
Can't everyone do that?
No.
No.
Oh.
I have to like time myself now. Before I could do it for
Time
like,
yourself?
hours. Yeah, like honestly, like I'll be like, all right, it's been 30 seconds. My knees are gonna give up, and then I like get up.
Damn.
Like I'll stop mid dance and be like, that's enough. Gotta go get some water, something like that. Like it's bad.
Hydrate.
You know when they play the song up? I don't know if it's called up. But it's like people yell up. And there was these guys and they pushed me like so hard. Not only once, they continuously were jumping, pushing me.
So you're in a mosh pit.
I guess. It wasn't even a mosh pit. They just made it one after me shaking my ass. I was literally shaking, like dancing and stuff. And then they started jumping and pushing me so hard. I was like, I don't want to be here. Like, they're just
That's
so
awful.
rude. Like,
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
That sounds terrible.
Maybe I shouldn't have gotten it in the middle of their way.
No, that's definitely on
But it's
them.
like they were hyping.
It's lib.
The funniest thing was that I thought they were hyping me up because they were like, hey. And then they were like, hey. Like, move, bitch.
Pushing it in a circle.
That's awful.
I actually went to live my first time this year. Not like my first time, but my first time this year.
Yeah.
Went for karaoke night.
Yoki is fun.
Karaoke was sick. We sang Beautiful Girls.
Yeah. Yoki night is pretty fun. Like, it's on a Sunday.
They give you a
lot of people
mic?
don't go.
Yeah, they gave me a mic. And then me and my boys like, all right, let's go off the stage and start singing it to like the prettiest girls there. And then I'm like, all right, let's not do that because like there are like probably like 17-year-olds here probably.
Yeah. Like, can I say something?
Go for it.
Okay. So, you know, like how guys with guitars will play
Yeah.
and they'll serenade a girl and they'll sing to her
Yeah.
and they'll stare her in the eyes. That would make me so uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you watch Not Too Hot to Handle, Love is Blind?
Yes.
And the guy that kept singing to Mallory,
Uh-huh.
he was actually a good singer, but it was so funny because like she'd be like, oh, I love it, and like in her eyes she'd be like, help.
Like, obviously down the line,
Mallory was
if
a
I'm
bitch, though.
super comfortable with someone, like, then it'll be cute. It's like,
Do you think it's just the eye contact that's...
yes, the eye contact. Imagine if a girl starts singing to you.
If a girl send me a song...
But
like
like,
just
shit.
randomly.
No,
Like-
we've talked and then she's
Exactly.
like, I want to sing you a...
That's different.
like if she's singing in the shower,
Okay.
like that type of singing, she just starts randomly singing to you and like staring at you. It's like a deep song. And like,
That'd be pretty intimidating. How important is eye contact?
for what?
Yeah.
Just in general.
In general.
What do you mean?
Because, like, I've been told that, like, people are like, yo, you're staring at me too hard. I'm like, what does that mean?
No, I think it's important. Because I'm like I like really like speaking, clearly. And I just like, I think that I'm like a good orator and everything. So I look at people like dead in the eye.
Me too.
Like when I'm speaking to them, because I just feel like it's like a respect thing. Like I actually get really annoyed when people don't look at me. Like I work in like in a counter service restaurant, and it's like, bitch, like stop typing on your phone. Can you tell me what the fuck you want? Like look up. And like there's other people who I can tell are like too anxious to order, which like I get it. I have really bad anxiety too. But like dog, you don't know what you want to eat. There's only so many options. I don't know. And then like they'll be like really anxious. They won't want to look at me. I'm like, dude, like just order fucking food. And that's like an eye contact thing for me too. Like
I just
look.
don't think about it.
Okay. It's all good.
I think it's really important.
I think it's somewhat important. I don't think it's as important as you say it is, because
As important
could-
as what?
like super important to where like, oh, you need to look at me. No, I don't need. I listen to everything you're saying. I'm looking down though, because like as long as I'm listening and paying attention to what you're saying, it doesn't matter how I act or where I'm looking.
Yeah.
Because if I heard everything you said, what does it matter?
True.
That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Well, we were at the bar the other day downtown,
Okay.
and we go in, and the bartender goes all the way to come to us because they were playing jazz music. It was more in the corner, and she was like, "You guys have to get a drink." I was like, "Okay, yeah, like we will." So
Was
she
it yesterday?
leaves. No, this
No,
was
this
a
was
few days
few
ago,
days ago.
downtown.
Okay.
So she leaves and she comes back and she goes, "Did you not hear what I said? There's a drink minimum." We're like, "Okay, ma'am. You know, we've been bar hopping. We got drinks at other places. We just want a place to sit, listen to music." So we end up leaving and she goes, "Next time, come back when you have money, assholes." under her breath.
Wait, what?
What?
Where was this?
At the jazz. You were there.
Wait, but where was it?
At the jazz.
Oh my god,
Oh my
bitch,
God.
Tanqueray's. I almost beat that bitch's ass. She was such a fucking bitch. She's like, next time leave when you have money. And we're like, dude, we were in here for like 2 minutes. One of us was gonna get a drink. And mind you, it was fucking empty. Like, sorry no one wants to go to your shitty fucking bar.
That's
It's
crazy.
not a
Don't be a
shitty
bitch
bar.
to me.
It's just
It
like
is now. I told, and like the thing is too is I've been there before, and like I'm like a bar person. Like
bar person.
I used to go out every night. I don't have that money anymore, but I used to go out all the time, and like I just feel like I love, like I tip everyone out there. Like I treat like the security guards with respect, which like a lot of people don't do because they just think they're like a body, but like no, like they're homies, right? So like I was up there bitching to the security guard, and he was like, "Oh yeah, her." Like, so it was obvious that other people don't like her. So it wasn't our problem.
yeah.
She's a bitch.
You just can't let things affect you like that, you know? Like there's a lot of assholes out there.
For sure.
And sometimes, you know, you could be an asshole too. I could be an asshole.
I'm such an asshole.
It is what it is, you know? So it's like her energy is like, it did not rub off on me. It actually, I enjoyed that experience.
I would have too. I would have been laughing.
Like, it was funny. It was like, oh my God, I got called an asshole. Like, we all did collectively.
That's crazy.
What a moment.
I think I was the most upset. 100%.
No, the birthday girl was upset.
Tina was mad.
Tina.
She was like,
Tina was flipping.
it's my birthday, like, and I'm being called an asshole by the bartender, and like yelling
She
on
had
her
a
way
big
out
sash and a crown on too.
because we didn't say anything. Like, we all were like, okay, like, let's leave.
It wasn't worth
But
the
she
time.
was the last one out, and she was yelling, and these guys were like, oh my God, it's your birthday, let me buy you a shot. She's like, I don't want a fucking shot from here, I'm getting out, this bitch. And we left.
You said you want to talk about style.
Yes.
Style and fashion. You got anything to say? MTV?
I am not the one to speak for this, only because, and like Tori will tell you, I don't have patience. I don't like thinking about stuff. I just really don't like it.
Okay.
So like, for example, like when we go out, I have like a uniform.
A uniform.
It's literally like a uniform. I will wear
Blue jeans, black shirt, just like everyone else.
Oh my gosh.
This is like all I wear. So yeah, like I
No,
literally,
to go out.
Yeah. Like I'll wear this. These
Yeah.
exact pants are like my go-to because they're like cute. They're like, you know, ripped and everything. But I always wear ripped jeans, either my Vans or like black platforms. I have like these platform Tevas, and I'll wear like the tiniest black tank top, and like that's what I wear every time.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I went out yesterday and I had
Yeah.
to borrow my friend's clothes. What did she give me? Blue jeans and a black crop top. Like, I looked cute, but there's a lot of people that were wearing the same exact thing. I was so surprised.
But nobody looks like me though.
No, yeah.
I
For sure.
am not. No. But it's like I just don't have a basic look. So
I
it's
feel like
it doesn't
there's
matter.
a Florida standard when it comes to girls' looks. It's kind of like blonde hair,
Yeah.
very white skin, and like they all have like the same style. I feel like.
That's what I just don't like. But like, it's just
I
easy.
I think in general, everyone can pull off more than they think they can.
For sure.
And I think that style doesn't necessarily have to be about making other people happy, but definitely something where you feel confident and you feel good, you know? She looks so good. And it's like, it's a basic outfit. She's just wearing ripped jeans and a black shirt. But
Put together, we're fire.
because she came up to me and she was like, oh my God, like, I want to dress better. And like, no, I don't think you would have worn that. I don't know. Or how old are these jeans?
I just got them. Like,
Exactly.
A couple
She
months
just
ago.
got them. Did you have ripped jeans before?
No, I bought them because I needed them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's basic or out there. That's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is about having style.
Yes.
I hate
Hates.
socks and slides. And basketball shorts. I like 5.5 inch seam,
Okay.
even 6. It's
Okay.
fine. But if it goes almost to,
To your knees.
You're like a chubbiest person.
What?
Like the shorts, like the short shorts that guys
They
wear.
don't even
like
have
the
to be
chubbies.
short shorts.
That's
Just
what they're called, right?
it almost looks
Short
like a
shorts?
skirt. What do you think about that?
What do you mean?
Like,
Thinking of
if you go
basketball
to
shorts?
sleep, that's fine. If
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to Walmart, that's fine. You know, even to class. But every single day, you want to wear that. You want to wear that out. You want to wear that. Like,
Yeah.
I think they can do better.
I rarely wear shorts going out. I only wear shorts if I'm at the gym.
But I'm talking specifically like those basketball shorts.
The long ones.
The long ones.
Nah, I don't rock with those.
That it just reminds me of middle school. With the Nike socks that go all the way up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's how my little brother dressed.
That's how everyone dressed.
Yeah.
I used to go mannequin shopping. It's okay. I had a phase.
Everyone had a phase. I used to wear all neon with a Mario shirt. Like that was part of the neon.
Okay.
In middle school.
Okay.
I've never had a fashion only because I've never had to shop for myself really. I would go shopping with my mom, and I'm like the oldest of 5, so it was always more of a just get what's on clearance, and it was like whatever was the cutest. I'm like, well, I guess this is what I'm wearing for the full year. So I didn't actually get to shop for myself until like literally last year, and even then, like the stuff that I like I wouldn't say if I got to choose my preferred style, it would not be this.
Okay.
I would much rather be like, you know, like those girls that wear like the super like flowy kind of like hippie look. I would be like goth hippie if I could.
Goth hippie.
Yeah.
Like I would wear
But
all those
what's
flowy things,
stopping
but dark
you?
colors. Bitch, money.
You could be
And I
cheap
hate
and have
thrift
good
shopping.
style.
Really?
I love thrift
Hot
shopping.
take. I fucking hate thrift shopping.
Strong opinion.
Tall as I'm like,
You're like 5'10".
I
so.
love sales.
no. But the thing is, I'm 5'10", but like, I'm like a large. So like when I go thrift shopping, fucking old lady fits. Like it's like whatever like the size 12, 10 wanted to donate, and it's never something cute.
Okay.
So
I
like that's
respect
my
that.
beef with it.
There's a lot of fast fashion and there's a lot of like overbuying that people do. So it's about building your wardrobe and, you know, finding the right pieces for you. Like I personally, I would not spend more than $15 on a shirt.
$15 on a shirt.
Yeah, like that's just how I am. Like
Okay.
I just know where to look, and I love sales. Like it gets me off. I'm like, damn, I got this shirt. It's fire. Like I didn't break the bank, and I look so cute. So I definitely think there's a way.
Men's fashion. You told me you wanted to talk about that.
Men's fashion.
Men's fashion. Well,
I
feel like a lot of my friends dress nice.
Okay.
I don't think I have the best closet. Amani, he actually said my closet's a 6 out of 10.
A 6?
A 6.
That's low.
He said my closet's a 6 out of 10, and I was like, you know what? I can agree with you, because a lot of the stuff I have is like jackets, coats, suits.
Nothing's wrong with that.
And no, that's not the. It's more of the occasion of okay, we live in Florida, homie. You can't wear any of these. I'm like, I guess the only thing I can wear this is if I'm doing a photo shoot or if I'm trying to like flex or like put on like a nicer outfit, because I think the more layers you have on, the better it looks. But that's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you went outside right now, you'd roast.
That's what I'm saying.
It's really hot.
I'd probably take the jacket off. I'd probably tie it around my neck.
Okay. Like a little cape.
Yeah.
What?
No? That's my opinion on that. I mean, I feel like a lot of guys don't know how to dress, though.
I think it's just about dressing for the right occasion.
Okay.
You know, that's how I am. I love sweatpants. I love baggy clothes. I love jackets, you know, but the right occasion. I will wear Crocs to vacuum.
Not out at a party.
Not at a party. No,
Okay.
I won't wear Crocs. I'll wear them to Walmart. Where else would I wear them? To walk the
beach?
dog. The beach. Yeah, I'll wear Crocs to the beach.
Okay. Is there like a certain style that like is preferred or like that you like want to see more people wear?
For guys,
Yeah.
I would say accessories,
Okay. I don't have any of those.
rings, your necklace.
You have earrings.
I do have earrings.
Yeah.
You have
I
accessories.
mean, I usually wear accessories. I'm just not inside. Continue. Sorry.
I like necklaces.
Necklaces.
Pearl necklaces on guys.
Pearl necklaces.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try that out.
Yeah, it just finding yourself and your style. I think that's what helps with confidence.
How do you think that people find themselves with style, though?
Experimenting, seeing what you like, you know?
This is my thing. Every time like I go out, every time I go out, I'm gonna wear a different outfit.
I hated
Just
the color
combinations of
orange.
Orange. What's wrong with orange?
And then I wore it, and I'm like, wait, it kind of looks good with my skin, this specific color, or even yellow. I would never wear yellow, but now I have yellow pants.
Okay.
But it's unique. You know?
Okay.
There's some things that she could pull off that I can't pull off.
For sure.
I don't think that's true.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you look pretty good in everything though. Like, cause when you wear something, you're not like. I feel like you would never wear something that you don't like, if that makes sense. So like if you already have it on, you're gonna project, like you were saying, like that self-confidence, that self-image of like, I look like the shit, so you don't look bad. I have the opposite, where I'm like constantly, like even now, like I'm like constantly like fidgeting with my pants. Like I do not have a good perception of myself in clothes, so like it doesn't really matter.
That's sad.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
But
like,
that can change.
Huh?
I feel like that can change. Girl, you look bombing right now. She got a haircut today. Her
Fire.
hair is curled. Yesterday at the pool, she had the prettiest makeup on. She even had a purple little thing. It was so unique to her.
You see, that's a different perspective of myself that I don't have.
Okay.
Because I remember, like, for example, like that same pool outfit, I was trying so hard to find like a swimsuit that I felt good in. So like, I'm glad that it worked, clearly. But like, I just have such a different process of like doing it, if that makes sense. So like, I feel like, you know, I could change that, but
Yeah.
I would
Gotta
never
work
want to
on
get
that.
rid of it.
It's a part of you. Negativity is a part of you. It's part of me a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit more than I want it to be. But
We're working on it though. Working on it. But like, how important is like style if you like meet somebody? I was like, oh, this guy has a good style. I'm gonna like follow
For
him.
me?
Yeah.
I personally want to work in fashion. I want to run my own business. So for me, it's important. And it's like, I can show you how to dress, but it's more attractive if someone, you know, has that sense of style within themselves. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's a little bit of a turn on, you know?
Okay.
You come to me with mix match outfit and then the Crocs and then the socks. Like, first of all, I have to, like, for me to tell you it's wrong, now I make you feel bad about yourself.
Okay.
And, you know.
Has there ever been like an outfit that you've seen me and like, that is terrible, never wear that again?
No, I think you have good style.
Okay.
Again, because it's unique to you.
Okay. What is my style? Because I don't even know. I'd be experimenting. Personally, right now, I like jackets, suits. I like sharper, cleaner looks. That's my thing right now. But or like, do you have like anything? Is there anything on my Instagram? You're like, okay,
like
that's
that
good.
Color.
Green?
No, the blue.
Blue.
I feel like that shade would look good on you.
Really? That's like a neon blue, like a cyan.
Yeah.
I don't have anything like that.
I actually think the green, because you have like a really like earthy tone
True,
vibe.
right?
It like goes really well, because you like have the lighter skin and the dark hair and like the dark like features and everything. So I feel like sticking with like the dark color palette would look fine.
Browns right
Yeah,
now.
like I really like the brown.
Yeah.
Or fire.
Browns.
I really like brown.
Hated browns when I was little.
That's crazy.
I had browns in my closet and I would never touch them. I got rid of all my browns and now I'm buying brown.
I feel like the one bad thing about brown, only bad thing, only negative, is that like you have to buy shoes to go with it. I don't know.
White.
That's just my opinion. I just
Brown and
don't-
white. You have cream.
See, I don't have white shoes. I have 4 pairs of shoes total.
Damn.
Really bad. I need to get like, I need all new ones.
I
but
love
It's just so
sneakers.
expensive.
Sneakers, like Vans, Converse, all that stuff.
All of them.
Jordans? No Jordans?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's more to like play a sport.
No, they're not.
Wait, I don't know which Jordans.
I could show you some after.
Yeah,
I
I
have
need
some.
references.
Okay, we'll go in my other closet after.
Honestly.
One more thing, one more embarrassing story. Did you guys even? You shared a bunch. I'm
Should I
not
tell you
gonna
about
lie.
the cockroach?
No. Oh, tell me about yeah.
Okay, so I live with roommates in a place that is pretty cheap.
$12 a month.
Yeah, $12 a month place. And I knew, obviously, it's going to have its little quirks. It's not the best updated. There's only 3 working stoves. We don't have ice currently. But whatever. And so my first month that I was there, I was using the restroom. There was a cockroach next to me when I turned my head. And I was like, don't move right now. Like, you better not fucking move. And I run out of my bathroom, and I didn't do anything about it. I didn't think about it. I probably should have gone back. I'm just so scared of cockroaches.
Oh my gosh.
So the next night, I go and take a shower, and
Oh God.
I look around, right? I get in the bathroom. I look around. I'm like, I don't see it. I even took out the mats on my floor just so I can be aware. And so I take a shower and I grab my robe and it goes jumping at me. I run and I'm like crying and screaming. And obviously my roommates heard me, so they killed it. And I tell the maintenance guy because I found another one in my bathroom in my drawer dead. And the maintenance guy goes, "Oh yeah, it was raining. It's pretty normal." I was like, "Okay, have a good day, sir."
That's awful. Ew.
That's terrible.
But I haven't found any cockroaches, surprisingly.
Recently. Okay.
Those were the only instances, and that was the first 3 months of living there.
Damn.
It's almost been a year now.
So you're chilling now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My prayers have been answered.
Thank the prayers.
It's just the energy you put out there.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to have good energy.
You have to have good energy.
I should.
You could be negative, but you just have to put good energy. And it doesn't mean that good will always come back to you. Like, you might still have the shittiest fucking experiences, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you have to get up.
But like, it's not your fault.
There's no other choice but getting up, you know?
She should write a book.
Yeah, you sound like a motivational speaker.
It's true, though.
I agree. My only struggle with that is it's like so hard to like you always have to be in a positive mindset, and like that day when you have like a shitty day, I'm like more of the energy of like fuck that, and like my response to everything is like, oh, like there's just some bullshit happening, well, I'm gonna be fucking annoyed about it forever.
Damn.
So
like
you hold
I'm
grudges?
super negative. I don't say I hold grudges. I'm more like I try to find positive vibes, but the second that my vibe is killed, it's like done. Like,
For
it's
sure.
so hard to get it back. Like, literally, my answer to, like, any type of fuck shit that happens is I'm gonna smoke some weed. And then I'll just forget about it.
I love disassociating. When it's like you feel the weight of the world, and you're like, I just want to disassociate and get high.
Yeah,
and
like,
vibe.
every day after work, I'm like, all right, time to smoke a joint. Like, just every day.
Every
and, like,
day.
dude, every day. At least one. Like, if I don't have more than one in a day, it's because I'm, like, low on weed. Because I have, like, my med card now. And they, like, changed the laws. So, like, today I actually picked up. I could only get 2/8. And I was kind of pissed because I wanted to get, like, 3 or 4. But I'm not eligible for, like... Because now they treat it like an Adderall prescription, kind of. So it's like, oh, like, you smoke too much weed in these couple of days. You can't get more. Because, like, you know, like, if you have, like, a month's supply of Addies and you finish them all in 2 days, your doctor isn't going to be like, all right, here's more. Like, they shouldn't be. So that's how they treat weed now on the medical thing, which is really fucking annoying. But, like, technically it makes sense.
Okay.
I get it, but I'm annoyed by it.
Yeah.
I've never smoked in my life.
You shouldn't have an edible
Ever?
then.
Ever.
You should not eat this edible. You would
I've
be
never
gone.
smoked. Never gotten drunk or high in my entire life.
Really?
Never
How
ever.
do you live?
Does it interest you?
No, it doesn't at all.
That's very interesting.
Not at all.
How do you, like, get through life? Because my mom is the same way. Like, she's a very Catholic woman. She had a dry wedding.
A
Like,
dry
she's for
wedding.
real. Yeah, well, all her brothers brought
She's
liquor.
gonna cry.
Never.
All her brothers and my dad, her husband to be,
Yeah.
brought liquor and they drank it in the parking lot.
Oh.
But like the wedding was dry. My mom didn't find out that they had drinks at the wedding until at least 15 years into her marriage, and she was mad. But like honestly, that's probably why they had a great time. They had a little liquor in them. But anyways, so she's also like that. Like she's never smoked. She's never drank. She's actually super anti-drinking and smoking. So obviously
You're
you
good.
aren't. But
To each their own.
agreed. But like
Good for
truly,
you.
I don't understand how she gets through life. Like anytime some
You
fuck shit
vibing.
happens,
How do you
I
get
smoke.
through life?
How do I get
What
through
keeps
life?
you going if
What
it's
keeps
not
me
drugs
going?
or alcohol?
No, wow.
That's what keeps me going. I'm not
crazy.
gonna lie. I live for the pleasure of a hit.
Oh my
Like,
Nah, cause like the point of this necklace, like my mom got this for me, cause like I always tell like I'm gonna be like a goat, like people are gonna consider me like the greatest. So I came up with a phrase, like my catchphrase now, is be your own goat. Basically, being someone you should aspire to be, and like be someone like people want to look up to.
that's really cool.
So that's why I wear this every day. I wear this necklace,
I love
and
that.
so I'm like, I want to be able to inspire people to like do like creative things. So I'm doing entertainment, I did acting, I did modeling, freaking Target right there on the wall.
Oh my god, that's you. I
Yeah.
shit you not, didn't know that until
That's
right
me.
now. Didn't put together the dots.
So like and like me and my boy are like we're like all right, we want to like become full-time like creators by the end of the year. So like that's what like motivates me every day. The fact that we get to do this, I even have the opportunity to do this. Like growing up was like different from what it is now. So I'm like now that I have all these opportunities, I'm gonna show world now.
Yeah.
But you don't want to take a shot in the process.
It's not that I don't want to take a shot. It's that I'm so like visionary that doesn't even like come to my mind.
That's amazing.
Like, at
I
all.
genuinely wish I could live
but not
life
even
that way.
a glass of wine.
Not even. And I'm like, it tastes terrible too. Like the fruity stuff is good, but I'm like, oh, I could just drink some juice.
Wow. I'm like, I'm not even like trying to hate. That's
okay.
stunning. I
you
can't
save
even
yourself
fathom.
from a lot of embarrassing moments. That
Yes.
I embarrass myself a lot though.
Awful.
Well, embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's what we're on. So.
Yep. Embarrassing podcast. I embarrassed myself. That's why I made it.
But with no liquor.
With
Crazy.
no liquor.
See,
No, like that, like all power.
we
to you, I
embarrass
wish.
ourselves with liquor.
I embarrassed the fuck
No,
out
actually,
myself
I embarrass
the other day.
myself without too. But
I don't. I'm a super control freak. So whenever I drink liquor,
I'm surprised because like I like to be in control of my body.
here's the thing, is sometimes I am so like fucked that I'm just like, well, it's time to just let go. So like the whole like disassociation thing, that's like the bad thing that happens when I drink is like my body goes like the opposite way. They're like, all right, we're letting loose. We're like letting loose. Like yesterday,
she lets
bad,
loose.
like bad.
I haven't seen it yet. I just seen you yesterday.
Multiple
And you were chilling. You were
occasions,
chilling
she
yesterday.
lets
When
loose.
you were there,
I was there?
I'm saying when you were there, I was
Okay.
chilling.
You're chilling.
But like
Later that night. Oh no, you
I
went to
was
sleep.
Gone. I was gone.
It was an interesting thing, but
What happened to you?
with beer pong.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know I did this until the other day.
Okay, well,
Okay.
she had a couple of shots, had a couple of drinks. I had a
Okay.
couple of drinks. Everything was fine. And she was just so mean to me.
Mean to you.
Mean to me to the point where I was like, is she saying this or am I like gone? Like, am I gone? Am I inventing
just
what
aggressive.
she's saying to me? So aggressive, like getting in my face. And I go to the bathroom and I start crying.
I didn't know this.
And she comes to the bathroom and she's like, why are you crying? I'm like, because of you. You just said the rudest thing ever to me. She goes, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean any of it. Like, let's go play beer pong. We go play beer pong. She's like, Tori, you suck. This is why we are winning. Tori, like, she kept going. So I cried again and I ended up jumping like the fence. They were on the first floor. I jumped the first fence so no one would see me running away from the
Damn.
meanness.
I just get really aggressive, honestly, and it's really bad. It's a bad thing. I'm like not excusing it, but like
I don't even know what she said. I just remember it being
She's being
so harsh.
vividly mean.
But I knew, I was like, this girl is drunk. Like, I know she doesn't care. And it's like, bro, like, it's Sophia. Like, the next day we talk like nothing.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Yeah, like when I
She's
get
like, you're the reason we're losing this beer pong game. Like,
but it
you're
wasn't like
so bad. Like, pick it up. Like, you can't do shit. Like, and it was
definitely overboard. Yeah, but like you really weren't good at it, and I like remember that. Like obviously, like if I was like now,
But I didn't even want to play.
She really
Because she was
didn't.
being mean.
No, she's like, play with me. I was like, I'm good.
Because I needed a
She's like-
partner.
Yeah, she's like, I need a partner. I was like, okay.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, like I'm really mean.
Be more nice.
I should be. Like yesterday, I was like kind of mean to my girlfriend. I felt really bad about it. But then I dropped to Chipotle and I started bawling
Damn.
because I was drunk. And we went to Chipotle, and like she had me carry it. And like now I'm like, why would you have this drunk ass girl carry the food?
Wobbling.
Literally stumbling. But I carried the food and like I fell and it just dropped. And I apparently also dropped. I like went right next to it on the concrete. And I started like rolling around sobbing. I'm like, I'm just so sorry.
Oh my
baby.
gosh.
I'll never do like I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to drop your Chipotle, like really bad. And like apparently like I had just been like yelling at her in the car too. And then I just instantly went like that. Honestly, she's a saint. She really puts up with way more than what she
Shout out to the
should.
girlfriend.
I love her, yeah. She's the best. She's a goat.
Any last words? We're gonna end it here. 1:25.
That was dope.
Thank you for giving me like an excuse to speak. TBH.
You're welcome.
sharing
Yeah, I
my
love
thoughts.
not shutting the fuck up sometimes.
Yeah, I could do this for hours.
All right. Thank you guys for watching Embarrassing. Make sure you guys follow them everywhere. I'll put it in the thing. Maybe you don't follow them.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
No, definitely follow.
I'll definitely follow her. Both of them. And that's about it. Deuces.